Breaking news to tell you about this morning. Famed British actor Roger Moore has died. The family of the former James Bond says he passed away in Switzerland after a short but brave battle with cancer. While he was famous for his film and TV roles, he considered his work as a UNICEF ambassador as his greatest achievement. This is video of Moore when he received his star on the Walk of Fame back in 2007. And here is that tweet from his family with the heaviest of hearts. We must share the awful news that our father, Sir Roger Moore, passed away today. We are all devastated. A private funeral will be held in Monaco. Roger Moore was 89 years old.
So we're following breaking news right now. Actor Roger Moore has died. The actor was most remembered as James Bond. He was 89 years old. His kids put out a statement this morning saying that he died after a battle with cancer. He died in Switzerland. Obviously, looking at some of his credits, so many movies that he was involved in. Obviously, most known for James Bond, Sherlock Holmes. You can just see the long list. Looks like he won more than 10 awards for acting. Todd, I know you're a fan. We were just talking about that and shocked about the news.
Yeah, I know, Dana. So many of us who were born in the 70s and even in the 80s, that was our James Bond, you know, of course, and that is certainly some sad news there.
Yeah, definitely. His kids saying, obviously, they are very shocked and sad this morning, but it was a short battle with cancer, apparently, so it happened pretty quick.
Breaking news story for you. Actor Roger Moore, famous for his portrayal of James Bond, has passed away, according to a message posted by his family. Moore died in Switzerland after a short battle with cancer. You see him with Timothy Dalton, who replaced him as James Bond. Roger Moore's family says that they are devastated and that there will be a private funeral in Monaco. Roger Moore was 89.
Now, is this your last James Bond movie?
Why, you want the part?
I'd like it, please. I would like a shot at it, sir.
You really would?
Well, I've a letter here, if I may read it to you.
You made it from Cubby.
Yes, from Cubby. No, it's not from Cubby. It's from Betty Collier. You may wish to be considered for the part of James Bond, but how do you expect to cope with the athletic bedroom antics of 007 with your bad back? Don't you think such feats would be beyond your capabilities? Is it terrifically athletic?
Well, you can get doubles to do that sort of thing, you know.
You don't, though, do you? The truth.
For the love scenes, yes.
Oh, but for the athletic bits, you...
Oh, that's me.
You.
I do all that.
Yeah. All those stunts. There's a fantastic stunt at the beginning of the movie. Skiing. That's you.
Well, of course it is.
All over Siberia on one ski.
Yeah.
And what about hanging off the Golden Gate Bridge? That you?
Well, of course it is. What you see, you believe, don't you?
Yeah.
Right. You believe it. You'll believe anything.
Yeah. You're not... One of the reasons you might be thinking of making way for a younger man is you're not getting a bit long in the tooth.
He's charming, isn't he?
It's just that the book portrays Bond in his mid-30s.
It doesn't portray him as anything.
He's supposed to be in his mid-30s, and I'm closer to my mid-30s.
Stretch the imagination. But the whole age thing is wonderful. I was surprised to hear it in television. You get it in the press in England, I've noticed. Yeah. They can never report anything. You know, a housewife was arrested for shoplifting, Mrs. Brown, 48 of Morden. You know, it's always ages. And if it goes into television, they will probably, you know, so the royal premiere on Wednesday. And I can see the sort of Judith Chalmers will be saying, oh yes, and the Prince of Wales, 34, is coming with his wife, the Princess of Wales, 22, in their 4-year-old Bentley, you know, driven by a 29-year-old chauffeur. You know, it's hysterical.
I love your attitude to film. Whenever I've seen you interviewed, not this kind of interview, but you seem so relaxed about the whole thing. Your attitude to Bond is much different, say, to Sean Connery's, isn't it, as an approach?
Well, I came into it after he was very well established. And obviously I couldn't play it in the same way, so I had to have a different approach. And I'm a lighter sort of actor than Sean.
How did you categorize? Did you think a great deal about how you were going to approach this part? Did you attempt to motivate yourself? And
Well, I thought about
sort of
money.
method school of acting stuff? Just the money, eh?
No,
Yeah.
no. My only worry ever about doing it was being, you know, the comparison with Sean was that I would say to myself, my name is Bond, James Bond, and then, but I would hear it in my mind, my name is Bond, James Bond. You know, I mustn't do that. You know. Very difficult.
Have you changed the role at all? Have you considered you playing it exactly the same way each time?
I think we have injected a little more humour.
Yeah, it seems to me to be more and more for laughs and more enormous effects.
Well, I think, you see, Bond films are so outrageous, the stunts are so outrageous, everything is, you know, beyond belief. I mean, there is no such thing as a spy who can walk anywhere in the world and every bartender recognizes him and says, "Ah, Mr. Bond, a vodka martini shaken, not stirred." It's ridiculous. Spies aren't like that, are they? They're sort of unknown faces that would pass in a crowd and not be noticed. Real spies. So you might be good for the part. No, anyway.
Thank you.
On my side,
I've said this before, like women, my audience is the most fickle crowd you'll ever meet. They turn on me like cornered rats.
no, it's not true.
Yeah.
It's not true.
Do you still get fun making movies? You obviously take a lot of fun out of life.
Well, you'd be a bit of a nit not to get fun. I mean, I get overpaid.
But actors, some
for
actors...
acting like an overpaid schoolboy. It's ridiculous.
But some actors do get paid more than you get paid, and take it...
Who?
Take it...
Which ones?
Take it deeply seriously, don't they?
It depends what you're doing. You know, the sort of thing I do. I can't work in a tight, closed atmosphere. I like it to be relaxed and have fun, enjoy myself.
We know our love and admiration will be magnified many times over across the world by people who knew him for his films, his television shows and his passionate work for UNICEF, which he considered to be his greatest achievement. The affection our father felt whenever he walked onto a stage or in front of a camera buoyed him hugely and kept him busy working into his 90th year through to his last appearance in November 2016 on stage at London's Royal Festival Hall. The capacity crowd cheered him on and off stage, shaking the very foundations of the building just a short distance from where he was born. Terribly sad news, the confirmation today that certainly, yes, Sir Roger Moore has passed away after a short battle from cancer.
Well, I haven't, not at the moment, I don't know of anything that I particularly want to do. I wait until my bank manager says that the funds have dwindled and then I look for another film, which may be next week. Well, no, in between each Bond film, I make 2 or 3. In fact, I've made 4 films since I finished Man with a Golden Gun. Well, there was always fantasy in Bond. You know, it is the fantasy of Bond that I think is the thing over the years that's kept Bond going. Well, yes, there is a certain formula, but there have to always be, in that formula, there are surprises. And this, like the Bonds before it, is full of surprises. In fact, most of them surprise me. I don't know, but if you get a script, and you can find out what the plot is, you tell me. Well, immediately after this, it'll have been 5.5 or 6 months that I've been shooting. I'm going off to Switzerland, and I'm going to have as long a holiday as I can. My family, I have 3 children, a daughter of 13, a boy of 10, and another one of 3. And a wife, of course. You can't have 3 children without a mother.
Of course.
Well, we play together a great deal. You know, they all swim with me, and they're anxious that I should continue working as I am. They're anxious for the reason that they want to continue to live into the style which I've accustomed them. And I'm anxious to keep on working to make sure that they do. The more action there is, the less lines there are to learn, which is much easier for me, because I'm one of those action actors. I jump around, and if I don't feel like jumping around, I get somebody else to do for me, because I'm lazy. Okay.